why are you standing way back there?
I just wanted to recreate for the viewer Pred fan reaction video what it was like to watch ESPN Plus tonight in between TV timeouts.
Fine, whatever. I'm not going to fight. But are you sure it's not because the Preds blew another 2-goal lead tonight?
That too.
Preds lose 3-2 in regulation Tuesday night inside Bridgestone Arena to the Anaheim Ducks. So much for home cooking, as the Preds have now lost 4 in a row, won only 1 in their last 7 games, and in back-to-back home games when you were supposed to feel better by having your own routine at home, having your own bed. They blow back-to-back multi-goal leads. And with the upcoming homestand with games still remaining, no promise of it getting any better for this team or for our morale. Quick aside to start with, that I'm really getting annoyed if this is how it's going to look when ESPN Plus covers my Preds, much less any team this season, with not showing the anthem or showing the anthem from a distance with just the audio or just the video. It's like, what gives? And these long distance shot in between a commercial break is like, I can't believe I'm actually saying this. Give me a commercial. Off the hop, we found out today that Tommy Novak would be out 4 to 6 weeks because that's just what this team needs. Another member hurt, much less somebody in the youth movement. Preds would get the first power play of the game as Mason McTavish of the Ducks gets called for hooking. The Ducks, though, maybe a sign of things to come, appeared to be the better team when the Preds were on the power play and the Ducks were shorthanded. The Preds, though, were controlling the play for most of the first period, even though the shots by the end of the first ended up being 11-5 Preds. The Ducks, for a long stretch of time, only had 2 shots on goal on Saros. Maybe a little bit more testing early would have helped him when he actually faced pressure. Ducks would then take another holding penalty. Vakinen and the Preds can't score. The power play needs to get going to get the Preds out of this funk. Preds would kill off the Ducks' first power play of the game, and just before you think it's going to be the first intermission, oh look, the Ducks get called for holding yet again. And you think maybe they can break through, get some positive momentum going? Nope, they don't. Scoreless after 1 against the old foe that your hatred for them will never die. Scoreless after the first period. Preds do start the second period off on the right foot and immediately go and attack in the Duck zone. And even though they aren't able to score before the Ducks power play expires, you've got Philip Forsberg in front, almost as if he wants to join the Nashville expansion baseball bit. Not once, but twice, gets the puck on his stick and then finally bangs it home past John Gibson, and the Preds have the opening goal, the opening lead, up 1-0. Then just over halfway through the second period, Ryan Strome cross-checks Philip Forsberg, which leads to a fight between Radko Gudas and Jeremy Lauzon, and Jeremy Lauzon quickly takes down Gudas. Gudas wants to go again right away, but the refs make sure to separate them and send them off each 5 minutes for fighting. Strome does get called for the extra penalty, and the Preds go to work, and eventually, oh look, what happens when the captain leads the way? He gets set up for a one-timer, beats John Gibson. The Preds have a multi-goal lead again. Oh no, now it flashbacks to Saturday, even though the Preds are up 2-0. I'm like, it can't happen again, can it? We'll get to that, because first off, after the Preds go up 2-0, Ryan Johnson of the Ducks and Michael McCarron of the Preds get into a fight of their own, and oh, we're getting back all the memories of the 2010s, except Ryan Kessler and Ryan Johansson aren't on these teams anymore. Preds aren't able to go into the second period intermission with a 2-0 lead because just over 2 minutes left in the period, Cam Fowler is able to deflect a shot, and now the Ducks have cut the Preds lead to 2-1. A 10-8 shot advantage, even though it was in favor of the Preds, is not instilling in me with a lot of confidence that this is a desperate team, desperate to get off the schneid of this frickin' losing streak. Third period starts. 90 seconds passes as both these teams try to get their feet under them. You'd hope the Preds would have a little desperation. They have a lead in the third period, trying to make sure they don't have a repeat showing of Saturday. Ducks would go on the attack. Forsberg makes a great play. Fabro probably prevents the tying goal there, but it's not enough as shortly after, about 4 minutes into the third period, puck comes to, you guessed it, Radko Gudas, who beats Saros. That and the Cam Fowler goal he probably should have had. Saros has got to play better, despite the fact that his coach, understandably, defended him in the post-game press conference. And now we're tied at 2 again. The Preds have blown another multi-goal lead. Preds got their chances, including another power play opportunity, one where Phil Forsberg's blast made them have to take a timeout because it screwed up John Gibson's mask, maybe getting a little aggressive, trying to get the Preds the lead back. Then the definition that is Preds hockey right now, under 4 minutes left to go in regulation, Ducks in the Preds zone. Preds, you think maybe playing for overtime yet again, just like they were on Saturday. But Radko Gudas, there's that name again, gets it over to Vankinen. Through a screen, the one goal I basically don't blame Saros on. He had no chance, and it gets by him, and the Ducks have their first lead of the freaking game. And then, to add insult to injury, the Preds have to waste 2 minutes shortly after, killing off a Colton Sissons slashing call. Love that this team is getting undisciplined when they're down, obviously because they're freaking frustrated, can't figure this out. Fortunately, the Preds are able to kill off the Sissons penalty, but unfortunately, they aren't able to get enough time to get their heads in the right place to get set up and attack again to try and tie this game. Nope. Final horn sounds. Preds have lost another game, this time to the Anaheim Ducks, where John Gibson made 29 saves, clearly the first star of the game, and the Ducks win this one 3-2. What can I say that I haven't said through 9 previous losses before this one? This is only game 15. There's 67 more to go. I'm sure plenty of more losses. I think I've asked through the 10 losses, including tonight, so far this season, and I'll continue to ask. I just want to see compete effort. I want to see the veterans on this team try to compete, have a good fight, not lay down and die after you get up a multi-goal lead on your opponent, especially at home. Props to Anaheim, though. They're an up-and-coming team. They're in the playoffs. My goodness. I don't root for all these teams, but it sucks to be a Tennessee area sports fan right now. On the weekend, the Preds blew it against Arizona. The Titans had nothing against Tampa. And then, sympathy to Vols fans after their pathetic showing against Missouri. And then I don't want to even try to understand the mess that is Vanderbilt. Oh my God. And then now the Preds have 3 full days to dwell on this mess before Chicago comes to town, not even for a night game. No, it's a matinee game. I won't be able to watch it because I'll be at work, so that'll be fun to come home to. Oh, look, another Preds loss. Maybe I'll be wrong. I don't know. Connor Bedard is coming to town. The arena that he got drafted in. I gotta think he's gonna want to impress, knowing that it's the arena he got drafted in. The veterans on Chicago will probably tell him, yeah, it's been 6 years, but Nashville's one of our biggest division rivals. And then if you don't win that one, things will continue to spiral because you got Colorado, who's going to be one of the best teams in the division, despite some injuries that they have coming in on Monday. And then right before Thanksgiving, when you're probably distracted by turkey dinner the next day, nope, next Wednesday you got Calgary coming into town, and they already smacked you around in Canada last week. So I just got to keep reminding myself, the results show on the ice, this team is a rebuilding team. Don't get too down. I'm going to die a little each time that they win, but when they finally, and they will again, finally get on the upswing, I'll feel so much joy in my heart. I just hope it doesn't take so long to get back up there again. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like it. You can find my social media by clicking on the channel name. Tell all your friends about Redemption. Even if you're not a Preds fan, enjoy your team's W that we give you, and then come watch my misery-induced fan reaction about said loss. And hey, now I get to wait a full 4 days until Connor Bedard comes to town. I'm going to see what kind of damage he can do to the Preds.